Hey guys, this is Shelly. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about consistency, why it's so important to have consistent lessons or consistent practice when you're trying to better your skating, especially if you're competing or if you are a hockey player trying to better your basic skating skills. Consistency is key. All right, so today, consistency. Why is it important? As a figure skating coach, I have a lot of different types of students I get. I get hockey students, I get figure skating students, I get students who just want to learn basic skating skills so they could just go skate, have fun with their friends. I have skaters who are trying to just pass learn to skate levels. And then I also have skaters who are into competitive figure skating, and I have hockey players trying to better their skills so they can play hockey and get on a hockey team or get on a stronger, better hockey team. With all these different levels, they all have different degrees of dedication for their skating. So if you're just a skater who is taking private lessons just because you want to skate, you know, at Millennium Park downtown during the winter with all of your friends, or you just want to know how to get around the rink, obviously you're not going to need a bunch of different private lessons. You're not going to need to have consistent private lessons for years or more. But if you are a competitive figure skater, you are going to need consistent weekly private lessons. Also, you're going to have to make sure you're practicing as well and make sure you're dedicated. If you are a hockey player, once again, you have to be dedicated. You are learning the basics of hockey because, let's face it, in hockey, you have a lot of things going on. You have to know how to stick handle. And while you're stick handling and focusing on that, you need to be a pretty good skater. And you have to know your basic skating skills, and it has to be fairly easy for you. So I'm going to give you an example. I have a hockey skater. I've had him for about over a year now, or just hitting a year. And he's been having consistent lessons with me every week. And it wasn't until maybe a couple months ago that everything that I have been teaching him and that we have been working on finally just clicked and came together. I can see in his lessons that he's understanding and starting to be more aware of his body. He's starting to correct his mistakes, and he is becoming aware of those mistakes that he's making. Whereas before, when we were first doing the lessons, I would always have to tell him, like, no, we have to do this, and we would have to stop, go back to the basics, go over the feeling of the element, and then continue on. He's starting to pick that up. That is huge. That is all because of the consistency. We've had lessons every single week for about a year now, and it's all paying off. A lot of times I see hockey players only for the summer, and we work on basic skills, we get to a good progression, and they improve, and then all of a sudden I don't see them for the whole hockey season. So basically from fall all the way through spring, I don't see them at all. I have no lessons. And then they come back to me in the summer and ask me to work with them again. I say sure. And everything that we worked so hard for in the summer is gone. All of that progression is gone because they didn't stick and keep going with the lessons. And really, the skater never got to that point to where they understood what was going on, to where they could just automatically kind of pinpoint the issue while they're skating and as they're skating in their game or whatever the case may be. Consistency is super important. If you're not consistent with your lessons, if you're not consistent with your practice, if you're not consistent just being on the ice, being involved with your sport, you will fall back. And when you fall back, just keep in mind it's going to be detrimental to your skating. You don't want to fall back and restart again from where you were before. That's a lot of wasted time. So keep that in mind, parents. When you ask for private lessons, this is a weekly thing. It's not just a whenever you want sort of thing. You have to do it week by week. It isn't just once every month. If you want it once every month, most likely that next month that you come back to your lesson, and if you haven't skated that whole time, even if you have skated that whole time, most likely 9 out of 10 times you are going to have to go over the things you already learned in the last lesson. you keep falling back and you stay kind of in this vicious cycle of staying in the same spot and being stagnant in your skating. So there's a certain degree of consistency and dedication that you need in order to progress in skating. Consistency is one of the major things that really, really helps you with improving your skating skills. Be consistent with your lessons, be consistent with your practice, be consistent with just getting out on the ice. That's huge for you. So even if you don't have hockey, let's say you're a hockey player, you don't have hockey and it's the summer and you could do 3-on-3 in the spring, you could do spring league, but go to public skate. At least keep skating, keep moving, keep your skills to where they were when you ended your hockey season. For figure skaters, if it's not competition season anymore and it's your downtime, that's your time to really progress and get ahead for next competition season. That's when you guys should be working hard. That's when you guys should be practicing, and that's when you will be really improving your skills and moving up to those next levels. So keep that in mind. Summer is huge for all figure skaters. That's kind of their catch-up time and time that they push since they're out of school, so they spend more time at the rink. Same thing with hockey. Make sure you guys are doing camps, make sure you're doing public skates to stay on your feet, keep your skills in check and improve yourself so you can move up to a AA or AAA team, and you could get closer to your goals then. So keep that in mind, and until next time, I'll see you guys later, and have a good day. Bye guys.